There is a woman who has stopped 27 child marriages. She is a lawyer by profession, but her work goes far beyond the four walls of a courtroom. Her name is Kriti Bharti, and she is just 29 years old. But in these few years, she has done what many people cannot do in an entire lifetime. In this video, we will tell you how this young lawyer became an overnight sensation for stopping 27 child marriages. So let's begin. Kriti was born and raised in the Indian state of Chhattisgarh. When she was just 18, she went to study at a prestigious law school in Mumbai. It was here that she realized there were some very serious issues in society which needed to be addressed, and one of them was child marriage. She had seen many instances of child marriage in her own village, and the thought of such young girls being forced into such a big responsibility terrified her. But even after graduation, instead of taking up a desk job, she decided to dedicate her life to the service of such young girls. After graduating from law school, she returned to her hometown and started working with an NGO. There she met a German photographer named Thomas D. Moore. He was making a documentary on child marriages, and he offered Kriti to be a part of it. And through this documentary, the story of a young girl named Shanti reached millions of people worldwide. In this documentary, Shanti shared her tragic story of how she was taken out of school and married off at the age of just 14. This documentary brought them both into the spotlight, and they started getting invitations from various media houses to come and share their views on child marriage. When asked about her inspiration behind taking up this cause, she said, "I do not think I can ever forget what my parents told me when I was just a little girl. They said, 'We may be literate or not, but we know one thing for sure, that if we educate our daughter, she will become somebody's property one day.' These words stayed with me and made me question the system." For the next 5 years, she dedicated her life to raising awareness against child marriages. And then came the turning point of her life. A local court appointed her as a public prosecutor, which gave her access to more resources and allowed her to take legal action against child marriages. Since then, she has successfully stopped 27 child marriages. But why are child marriages so common in India? According to reports, despite India passing laws to ban the practice, child marriage continues to be widespread across the country. As of 2011, 1 in 3 girls in India was married before the age of 18. Although India criminalized child marriage in 1930 with the Child Marriage Restraint Act, the tradition continues due to deep-rooted cultural norms, religious beliefs, and the lack of political will to enforce the law. When she was asked about the biggest challenge she faces while fighting for this cause, she said, "People think that it's a family matter and doesn't need any outside intervention. They also say that since the families belong to a different religion, the matter should be left alone. But nobody realizes that all these child marriages are happening under our very noses. And if we don't stop them now, then who will?" After becoming a lawyer, she did not limit herself to a corporate job. Instead, she took up cases of child marriages. When she visits a village to stop a child marriage, she makes sure that she meets the villagers, interacts with the children, and explains to them the importance of education. She tells them about her own life and how education gave her the strength to make something of herself. She emphasizes that no child should be deprived of the right to education, but often she is threatened by the family members of the bride and the groom. Some of them have even gone to the extent of filing false cases against her, but she never backs down. She says, "How can I be scared when I am fighting for a scared child? I have never gone to a village and failed to stop a child marriage. If someone threatens me, I tell them I will fight till the end. And if I lose my life, then I want them to kill me after I am dead." Her colleagues, friends, and relatives have always supported her decision because she truly believes that no girl should be forced into marriage before she is ready. Once she was quoted saying, "You don't have to be a lawyer to fight for human rights. All you need is humanity." And this is exactly what she did. She did not need any special powers or skills to stop these marriages. She just needed the will to stand up against the wrong, and that's what she did. Her work reached such heights that she even got featured on the cover page of a leading magazine. Once she was called to a village where a child marriage was about to take place. As soon as she entered the village, she could feel the anger in the air. Everyone was staring at her, and some of them were even throwing stones at her. Despite the scary situation, she managed to reach the house where the marriage was taking place and spoke to the families about the consequences of marrying off a minor. Finally, they agreed to call off the marriage, but only on one condition: that she would pay for the bride's future. Without wasting any time, she deposited money in the bank for the girl's future. In another case, she saved a 15-year-old girl who was about to be married to an elderly man. After talking to the family, she learned that they were getting their daughter married so that she could get an expensive dowry. Kriti refused to accept the dowry and returned it to the family. Her courage and determination paid off. People slowly started respecting her and began calling her Didi, elder sister, instead of just addressing her by her name. The families started cooperating with her and even invited her to attend family functions. She used this opportunity to spread awareness about education and child marriage. When she looks back at her journey, she says, "I have faced threats, abuses, and humiliation, but I have never regretted my decision to become an activist." Today, she continues to travel to villages and save countless lives. And her story continues to inspire millions of people across the country. But this is not enough. We need more people like Kriti Bharti to come forward and help stop child marriages. Imagine growing up in a world where every girl is valued for her intelligence, creativity, and dreams. A world where no girl is forced into early marriage or denied an education. This is the world we want to live in, and it starts with each one of us. So what can you do to help end child marriage? First, you can educate yourself about the issue and learn about the signs of child marriage. You can also support organizations that are working to end child marriage and help spread awareness about the issue on social media. By doing so, you can help create a world where every girl grows up knowing that she is more than her marriage. Child marriage is a violation of human rights, and it is our collective responsibility to end this practice. Every child deserves a chance to grow up and reach their full potential, and that starts with ensuring that they are not married off too young. The National Commission for Protection of Child Rights has launched a campaign to put an end to child marriage. Join the campaign today and help create a better future for our children. Together, we can make a difference. And let's end this video on an inspiring note. Kriti Bharti's story reminds us that one person's dedication and hard work can make a world of difference. She is a true hero of our time, and her work deserves to be celebrated. So let's all take a moment to appreciate her bravery and determination. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like button and subscribe for more updates. Also, let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Let's work together to create a better world for everyone.